sound of Aaron Adrian Cross.
Hello everyone, and welcome to
It Was Just Banter.
And as always,
It's just a little bit of fun.
I'm Christopher Nightingale.
I'm Joe Pickles.
I'm Stephen Sargent.
And before we start today's podcast, I'd just like to give a shout out to my little mate, Rory Tomlinson, who is in South Africa at the minute. I know he's a keen listener of the podcast, so hope everything's going alright down south, Rory.
Hope you weren't too bored on the plane watching United's season review. Was a bit of a shite one, that one. But,
So, and today we're basically doing a kind of a football preview of last season, little mini review of last season, more of a preview of this season, and we're going to be focusing on the teams we support, which is Bradford City and Manchester United. So, well, if you don't like that, tough. Well, let's get started with Bradford City.
go and find something else to hang out the back of. If you don't like it, not tough. If you don't like it, go and hang out the back of something else.
Right, okay, well, yeah, yes.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Right, Joe, effectively, for those who don't know how Bradford's season went last season, do you mind letting people know how it went?
Well, I don't really want to, so if Sarge wants to do something...
You now play Morecambe. They didn't get promoted. Bradford went down.
No, but Morecambe wouldn't get promoted.
Morecambe.
I said at the start we'd finish lower than 16th.
You
place.
did. You did, actually.
Well, that 16th would have been...
propping up the bottom of the table.
Really good, actually.
But I remember at the one we did halfway through last season, Bradford were improving a little tiny bit.
Yeah.
They had a little tiny spell where they were stringing a few wins together.
A few games.
And it looked like, they might have turned a bit of a corner.
A few games, and then there was a decision to change the formation to fit in one returning player, and that just messed it all up completely again. And then with the characters were beyond weak. It was unbelievable.
Well, yeah, you did have Mark Wright.
Yeah, who's worse footballer than actual Mark Wright.
Yeah, but he was on about passion and showing bottle and...
Unbelievable.
Bad man. Shit.
It was awful.
Now you've got no way.
If you are listening, Josh Wright, I don't fucking care, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
In fact, Josh Wright, if you're listening, we have a member of the podcast who sent you a pretty amazing Instagram comment. So yeah, troll back through your pictures. I'm sure you'll find it.
It was awful, but the less said about last season, the better, really.
Who does he play for now?
Is it Leighton Orient?
Well, you can snap him now. Jake Reeves can...
He'll score. He'll score against us. You watch. He's going to score against us. Yeah, he will.
He can't even score against his own wife.
At which point last season did you think, oh shit, we're really in trouble?
When he was started playing more games.
What day? I think it was. I think we played Fleetwood on the 2nd of September.
Wow, that early on.
Yeah.
Wow.
The fans were falling out with each other. Fans were already arguing over whether to support the then owner or not, and they had someone sent off, and we still lost. And then the week after was the Blackpool match when we were 2-0 in the 84th.
Yeah.
So those 2 weeks, and then after that, you're thinking, if teams that do that don't often do well. For 1 week you lose to 10 men against a team that didn't even make it in the playoffs, and the next week you lose after being 2-0 up in the 84th minute. Teams don't do that and stay up.
Yeah.
No, that's why you're on away day at Morecambe and Salford next year.
Yeah. Well, the one game that I remember being the one where I thought, oh Jesus, was the other Blackpool game, the home one.
Much later on, 4-1.
That was particularly poor because that was like you knew Bradford were like in a difficult situation. They needed to pull something out. It's like if the team has any sort of mental strength or any desire, they would actually put in an effort, and they just didn't look like they were bothered.
The spine of our team was you could say Owen Doyle, but But it was Miller really to start with, because Owen Doyle only arrived for a couple of days, and he was like a 19-year-old striker. Didn't really. Josh Wright, Anthony O'Connor. That's essentially the spine of the team. It's awful. That's probably one of the worst spines I've seen. Probably is the worst one I've seen Bradford produce in 20.
But they had a couple of good games. They had that
3 years.
Peterborough in League Cup. Well, that was quite good.
Yeah, but it was 2-2.
No, it was quite an entertaining game.
Oh, I mean, well, we lost some penalties at the end of the day.
One, yeah, that was quite a good one. And then didn't you beat them 4 Summit, and then they beat you?
There was a couple of games in December where we smashed it 4-0,
yeah,
2-0, 2-0, 4-0, and it looks like, you know, we could be. But I think that team was so mentally just couldn't hack it that when one thing goes wrong, they just lose it.
So they got into a habit of losing and couldn't pull themselves out.
Yeah.
Or even if they're winning like 3-0, and if the opposition score 1 goal, you know the floodgates are going to open, and then you're like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, it was one goal and team changed. You think about good, decent players in the past for any team, and when the rub of the green is not going for them, they still somehow manage to come out and at least attempt to put in a decent shift or pull a team through it. But everything had to be going for these players, and if one thing was a bit wrong, like Josh Wright's hair was out of place, then that's it. They couldn't be bothered, and it was.
Up in Jake Reeves.
I think he actually has had mental health issues.
Well, yeah, you would have to now play more from.
He didn't play at all last season, and he had an injury, so. But no one knows exactly. But he's still there, and he's still got number
4.
It's number 4 or number 8.
4.
So they still have him in their plan.
He was number 4.
And I liked him.
I always thought he was a good.
Yeah, like when we went to watch him a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
he was really
good.
So you know, but yeah, just it was.
It was season to forget, really.
Yeah. You could probably pick 11 people from the stadium watching the players, and most of them would be mentally stronger than the players.
Wow.
That were. I mean, Adam Chickson he's probably quite a good technical footballer because he's in the 4th highest league in England, which is actually okay.
Yeah.
3rd highest last season, but mentally he just couldn't do it, and he wasn't the only one. I mean, I mentioned some already. Joe Riley, I don't know. I mean, he's still there though. So some of the players are still there.
I've got the list here of the people that you've transferred out and the list of people that you've transferred in.
A lot of players are still there because the stupid previous owner signed them to 2 or 3 year deals, thinking he could build a massive legacy. Didn't know anything about football. He was playing Football Manager. He just fancied the game Football Manager. Really, he should have just bought that and just played it.
I mean, is that the one? I know it's hard to pick a positive out of a season where he got relegated, but is the one positive that he's got?
Probably. It's some. So you ask some fans, and I bet you they'd say, "Would you take still being in League One and him still being the chairman over the current situation?" Yeah. And they'd say, "No, I'd rather take the current situation." That's how hated he was. I don't know where I lie on that, but I didn't like the guy, so I might be saying, I'd have more come away for a while, to get him out.
We got the list here of the people who've been transferred out.
It should be mentioned that he also wanted to get rid of the fire memorial to make his own car parking space around.
Jesus
Christ!
What a
bad man! No wonder they went to kill him.
So yeah.
Oh man. I mean, well, he clearly knows nothing about the club or football or has any sort of respect for the city. Then, if he's thinking that sort of stuff,
I don't think he will ever go to the city again.
Oh,
he probably wouldn't get battered. Yeah. So yeah.
So Paul Caddis
is gone.
Has left.
Yeah, he was actually, he'd survived a couple of relegations before, but he wasn't really all that brilliant. He's just okay, average.
Chickson,
he's still there, but I don't think he's going to be first choice based on what I saw. But is he still there? No, he left.
Yeah, these are players who've been transferred out. Yeah. So Chickson's gone.
Good. Yeah.
Tom Clare, I don't know if
he was signed and never really given a chance, so we don't even know whether he was good or not.
Billy Clark has gone.
He came back at that You know when he came back at the end of January or something.
Yeah.
And he basically being Billy Clark was like stepping on board the Titanic just after being hit with the iceberg last season.
Yeah.
Has to save it.
No, well, yeah, it's not going to happen.
No.
You know, the iceberg's just hit it.
He was already on a sinking ship.
Yeah. So, however good he was great for us in his 2014-15.
I mean, he's going to be remembered fondly just for what he did in his first
against
spell.
Sunderland, and he played against Chelsea. And
Yes. Yes.
But he was on a sinking ship. I think actually he might be signing, and this shows you actually.
Hazard was on a sinking ship that day, and
this shows you maybe he wasn't that great. The rumours are he's signing for Harrogate.
Oh well, I don't know if he is or not. I've just got the information of if they've left or not.
He's had his injuries,
he's hanging on. But
he's a great fella, and if you've seen his Stephen Darby challenge thing, he was one of the first players to do it, and he's a cracking lad.
What is that?
I'll show you a bit in a bit. In fact, you were nominated, weren't you, for it?
For what?
We have to do it here. We might as well do it on the podcast.
What is it?
We might as well do it on the podcast.
Do you have Human League on? Do you have
I can get Human League on. We'll do it. We'll do it.
What is it?
We'll do it in a bit.
We'll do it at the end.
We'll do it at
the end.
You were tagging that video, right? You were tagging that video, yeah?
Everyone's doing it. Everyone's doing it.
Was that what Andy did?
Andy
went to Bradford
years ago.
I put your name in it.
You put my name in it?
Yes.
Yeah, because he didn't have your friend on Facebook, and he put Sarge, and I thought,
alright, okay.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it at the end.
Carry on going through the players.
So, Callum Gunner. I don't know.
Never given a chance.
Okay. Cameron Hawkes.
Not really given much of a chance, to be honest with you.
Alex Jones.
Just like
he's
like a walking broken leg constantly. He didn't actually break his leg. Other things happened to the guy, but just he never even played. I don't understand.
Don't shoot the one shot.
Yeah.
It's not. Oh, she would have been better.
Yeah, she would actually play better and probably attracted more people to say to watch.
Someone had to.
You got the cheerleaders.
Right, the cheerleaders. That's all you think about with the Bradford City, the cheerleaders. Oh,
not
God.
as good as the Crystal Palace one.
Knight Percival.
He lost it.
He had lost it.
He lost. Basically, he was never a brilliant defender, but he had a good yard of pace. And when he lost that, he just kept showing up time and time again. He's at Carlisle now, though.
Yeah, he did get shown up a few times, I remember.
That Barnsley game was the worst. He literally just stands there and watches the guy go past. Well, I don't think he watches him. He probably means to try and get to him, but you can't. But he was decent for us for a season. You know.
Ryan McGowan.
I don't think he was altogether as happy with us being at us anyway. And we actually signed him under Stuart McCall, but he was never that great. He was just I don't know.
Ben Wilson. The goalkeeper.
Yeah, but he's gone to a higher team.
Yes, he's gone to Coventry City.
Yes, I'm surprised he didn't really got a chance.
How much did you sell him for?
We didn't sell him.
Just released and then got snapped up. Callum Woods.
He was at left back from Preston. He's gone back to a higher team.
Yeah, he's got Tranmere Rovers. He's gone to.
He was injured a few times though.
And then you got the world class midfielder. Josh Wright.
That was awful. That some of his highlights was not highlights.
It was actually embarrassing.
Some of the clips of him playing, unbelievable the amount of effort he puts in.
He seemed to me like a guy who's
a white Pogba.
No, it's a case of if you actually had a look at his, I bet if you looked at his stats and looked at his possession stats, you go, oh flipping heck, he never loses the ball. But the guy never played a risky pass in his life.
Yeah.
Like he literally played backwards or 5 yards sideways. So he never played a forward ball. I never saw him play forward.
He doesn't close down either.
In all the games I saw him play, he was like the world's most pedestrian midfielder. Literally anyone could do his job.
His stats probably read high pass
completion. Yeah.
Decent with possession. He won't lose many tackles because he never goes in for any.
Yeah.
His aerial success will actually be reasonably high because there's no one to really challenge against when he heads it because he doesn't challenge against people. He doesn't go in for challenges. He just, if it comes to him, he'll accept it.
So
But
what you're saying
if you looked
is,
at him in a team, he doesn't actually add anything to a team.
he would have been
Really awful.
perfect when Man United were going through that boring bit with Van Gaal. He would have been his ideal man, really.
I honestly think
Boring.
you might as well have a hole in the middle of the midfield.
We might as well have 10 men.
Sometimes you might as well have had 10 men.
Still got that.
I always felt when I watched the Bradford games when he was playing that if he wasn't on the pitch and Bradford had 10 men, you wouldn't actually notice him gone.
I don't think you would.
And that's pretty bad.
How is he a professional footballer then?
He played in Championship, and there are a fair few games in Championship. And you look at one of the goals he scored for Millwall. He is awesome. And I don't know. I mean, he had one good season for goals. He had to score that Valley Parade against us for Gillingham, I think. But and he was named captain. And if you look at his interview from when he was named captain, he's like, "Oh, I'm just proud of this moment. I'm honoured." It's like, give us a break, lads.
Give us a break.
Now, you've bought a fair few players in over the summer.
Oh yeah. And,
So-
the general consensus among fans is they're pleased.
I think they're pretty good. I mean, let's start with top one, Clayton Donaldson. I mean,
he's 35 now, so obviously you're not getting 28, 27-year-old lightning quick. He was never lightning quick, but with a sharp in the box.
Yeah.
But you're going to have someone who knows what he's doing. He can put himself about. He knows how to win, which is no one knew how to win that. So if you look at last season's players, the past, they've all got relegations on their CVs. The goalkeeper, Hope Akpan, had relegations on his CVs. Caddis had a relegation, I think. O'Connor had a relegation. But he just seems to know how to annoy defenders.
I must admit, when you signed him, I thought, yeah, good signing.
Also, he grew up literally like 30-40 metres away from Valley Parade.
So he's going to really care. Like, in terms of like, if talking last season about players who weren't really played like they had any sort of desirable heart, he's gonna, that if he's playing, he's gonna give 100.
Literally the patch where he was born. So
yeah. You got Tyler French,
and he's from the team down south.
Yeah,
he's a defender. He actually won man of the match against Liverpool.
Wow.
Voted by the fans. I didn't vote. So he's just a prospect. I mean, he'll probably get in the team this season. I don't know if it'll be for loads of games or the odd game, but I think it's more of a project with him.
You got Adam Henley. Now, he actually played against Manchester United. I remember him playing against us for Blackburn and actually scored. I think he scored. Either scored the winner or he assisted the winner.
Played in the Premier League, hasn't he?
For Blackburn against Manchester United. We're talking like when he was young, 8 years ago or something.
He comes with a reasonable reputation. I don't really know much about him, so I can't judge yet. But he's played under Gary Bowyer before, and Bowyer likes the guy, and I trust his judgment.
You then got Sam Hornby, who's a goalkeeper.
He's just he's kind of a second goalkeeper. I mean, he was at Port Vale. No real idea, to be honest.
You got Ismail
Zelly.
Yeah,
he was once at Wolves, and he was touted to be £100 million player. I don't think he's that good.
Hey, if it goes alright for you, you could have £100 million by the end of the year.
I don't think he's that good. And his career's been a bit stop-start. But he didn't play. I haven't seen him play. He didn't play against Liverpool at all, I don't think.
If you get him playing, no. If he gets
he's just a winger who just. And he's going to try and put the balls in. I mean, you can see when you read the rest about the rest science, you can see what Bowie's gone for this season.
Yeah, you got Jackson Longridge.
Yeah, he comes with a good reputation. Yeah.
Paulie O'Connor, another O'Connor.
He's
centre back.
He's a good player. He's from Leeds. He's from Leeds actually. He's decent.
You got Ben Richards, Everton.
He's massive, that guy. Yeah. Accrington actually offered him a new deal.
Wow.
And he turned it down to sign for us.
Pool. Oh, that's a big statement.
So he's gone down, hasn't he?
That is a big statement.
He loves that you love him because he loves the boom. He just loves to absolutely boom the ball or the player.
So he is completely no nonsense.
Yeah.
No nonsense.
Yes.
And then you got James Vaughan.
Who's comes with.
Yeah.
Well, we know about James Vaughan. You know about James Vaughan?
Yeah, what have you got England's old cricketer?
Youngest ever. No, that's Michael Vaughan.
Brother! Brother, you got Michael Vaughan's brother.
Youngest ever Premier League goal scorer.
Yeah.
And
Is he that Scouse bastard?
He's born in Birmingham.
Evertonian.
He's born in Birmingham, I think. And he's got a Scouse accent, and he was at Everton. But he looked good against Liverpool. He could hold the ball up and spray it out to Scannell, and he had one good, because if it's Liverpool, we're never gonna.
Yeah.
He had one decent header, one chance, from a good 8 yards away, 9 yards away, hit the post. So, but everyone thinks he's good, and I think he's.
Is that a loan deal or
no, it's permanently.
You've also got Matt Palmer
On loan.
from on loan.
Yeah, I think he was promoted with Burton or something, or a few years ago. Or he's played in the Championship as well. But people seem to be happy with him with signing, and we need central midfielders.
So because of all that
Jeez.
activity and all that, how do you what do you have any expectations for this? What are your thoughts for this season? Are you more positive about this season coming up than you were about last season?
This time last year, no one was positive.
You need to get out.
Okay.
You need to go straight back up.
There'll be a positive person somewhere.
Yeah.
The vast majority won't.
You need to go straight back up.
I think we do, to be honest with you. Otherwise, it could be another 5-6 years.
Wow. Okay. So, do you think with this squad? I know it's early days and transfer window's not even closed yet, so you might even bring in more players in. But do you feel that with this team, they have a reasonable chance?
Well, if Walsall had signed these players, I'd be like, Walsall's going to be good this season.
Okay.
So
it's exciting. It's a reasonably exciting team.
So, but I don't want to get too carried away and say, we're going to go up and all this.
No, because you don't know.
If another team had signed Donaldson, Vaughan, Palmer from a Championship side on loan, or League One side on loan now, sorry. Still got Sean Scannell, got Shane McCarter back. I'd be thinking, they're going to be up there.
Do you think
playoffs?
I must admit, it seems like a statement of intent from the club. Outside looking in, I see it as a kind of, for League Two, it's a bit of a statement.
Yeah.
What Bradford are doing.
Well, we'll see.
So
I mean, it's only 2 weeks now, isn't it, or whatever?
Yeah. I hope
with those players. If for example, if you were on Football Manager and you had those players, and you finished in 16th, 15th place, you'd be thinking, I'm not very good at this game, am I?
No. That's true.
So,
and I think you got a good manager. I think last year he was just working with absolute.
He went up with Blackpool. He went up with Blackpool by the playoffs a few seasons ago. I think if pretty much any manager in the world, even if you brought in Klopp with his motivation last season, would have struggled. Yeah. The players he had at disposal, unbelievable.
That team last season was terrible. So anything is an improvement on
Anything's better. Even if we finish like 10th place, compared to last season, it's going to be like brilliant, isn't it?
As long as you can see that you're going in the right direction.
But I think we have to go unless we want to be in this division for 5-6 years.
You need to go.
I think, like Sarge said,
it's got to be right.
To be honest with you. Yeah.
Well, fingers crossed, and let's hope for that. Really, I mean, we all want to see Bradford go up.
And to beat Morecambe twice as well.
Oh yeah,
which is the key,
definitely.
Definitely
the Morecambe games are the biggest ones.
Yes. When did you play them away?
12th of October.
You're away.
Bastard!
Yeah, I know you're away.
Oh.
Yeah, if you ask Barcelona fans, or you ask Liverpool fans, or you ask Man City fans what their what games they're looking forward to next season, they'll be like Champions League final, this, that, and I'll be like,
well, not if you're a Man City fan.
My Champions League final is Morecambe away.
You'd be going absolutely mad. If you win that game.
Hey, last time we were there on telly.
You what?
We were on telly last time we were there.
On the highlights?
Yes.
On the highlights?
Yes.
Yeah, we were, with his handball thing,
I want to earth was that. Yeah.
Kevin Ellison, you bald-headed one.
I wonder if he was playing that match. I know he did play. He still does play for him.
Who?
Kevin Ellison?
Yeah.
Is he going to be there next season?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh my god, How old is he? Like 50?
Like 40, I think.
Oh
Where are
man.
you, so you don't know if he's going grey or not.
No.
Yeah.
I always look at the fixture list at the start of the season, except last season because there was no positivity last season. And I've looked for Salford, Macclesfield, Morecambe, Carlisle.
Carlisle, yes.
I'm looking at. I'm thinking, no,
So be good away days.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to Salford. Well, that's a good one.
That was in March, I think, wasn't it?
So, Sargy, we're going to move on to Manchester United. Now, dare I ask you about what you thought of last season?
I was on strike for half of it.
Well, I know you're on strike for half of it, but then when we did the last one, which was around mid-season, we just appointed Solskjaer, and we were just starting on the 2-month absolute amazing winning run.
Yeah.
And then when Solskjaer got given the job permanently, it kind of all went to shit at the end of the season.
It was like the light switch just turned back to dark, and they'd all decided, well, can't be fucking arse now.
It's kind of I for me it was literally straight after that PSG game. They basically, it's almost, I don't know what happened. I don't know whether there was some people in the dressing room saying stuff. I don't have a clue what the hell went on, but it's almost like they decided, cruising now. And last few, I saw some of our defending, especially in the last 2 months of the season. Good God, I mean, it was bad. It was really bad.
The thing with that PSG,
that Cardiff game at the end of the season might be one of the worst performances I've seen in a long time.
The PSG game when we beat them was you should have really used that as a platform to go on, beat Wolves. I think Wolves.
Yeah, because we had Wolves in the
FA
Cup. Yeah, and we
had Arsenal. Then we had Wolves again or something, and they didn't. It was like
Wolves did twice in the end.
Yeah. And then it was like
because we had Phil Jones's gormless face on one of them trying to clear it, and it was a bit of a mess. That.
Yeah. I thought Solskjaer looked out of his depth.
He looked like he was doing all right until
towards the end. I thought he looked like someone who had been through that honeymoon periods.
He did
and then he's like, what do I do?
He did have the world's biggest honeymoon period.
Oh,
There's it could not have started better.
And
literally could not have started better.
And now he needs to get rid of a lot of them bad influences on younger players.
I think it's interesting that you say that, because do you think then that this season's going to be a struggle?
No.
If he looked out of his depth for the last couple of months of last season, starting this one, do you think that it's not going to go too well?
I wouldn't be too confident if I was my eyes sport. Okay.
No, I think that's
because
I think that's really interesting.
I think tactically he just didn't. I don't think he really brought much to the table to change a losing situation.
He needs to get rid of influences in that.
But I don't think he can. I think some of it's out of his hands.
A lot of it is, and a lot of it is, to do with greed. Really, a lot of greed with dickhead. Right.
Who are you talking about? So the viewers don't know who dickhead is.
Ed Woodward.
Okay, Ed Woodward, the chief exec. Yeah.
Dick Ed. He slapped a whopping £180 million price tag on Pogba's head.
I mean, what's your team? What was your strongest starting 11? If you think now, what is your strongest starting 11?
That's a damn good. That's a really good. No, that is a good question.
Yeah, I know it is. But they've also fucked something else up as well. Of United, by letting people go, they let the wrong Spanish man go.
Okay, well, the two main people we've let gone is Herrera, who basically left on a free.
Yeah, that's a
I agree with you. That was a bad call.
Bad man.
And Valencia's gone, but Valencia, 33, he'd have given us 10 years cracking service, so fair play.
And also the club haven't had the decency to give him a testimonial.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, usually if most players would play for 10 years solid, they would get something.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a fair point.
But who if you were to put down a starting 11?
For next season?
I'll let you start, Sargy.
Right.
This is right now. We don't know if we're going to sign any more people, but this is right now.
De Gea.
Okay.
1 Bissaka, 2 Bissaka, 3 Bissaka, 4.
Right.
Bailly, Lindelof, Shaw.
Okay. What formation are you going to have? 4-3-3, 4-4-2, 4.
The one that they played today.
4-3-3.
Was it? I thought they had 2 holding midfielders and then
4-2-3-1.
Yeah. Oh dear. No, see, they fucked it, haven't they?
What do you mean they fucked it?
They fucked it
already?
Yeah, they fucked it already. Getting rid of Herrera. They fucked it.
No,
no, they haven't. Not quite. Well, they have.
But okay, well, he's gone now.
Yeah, no,
so
right.
who would you put?
McTominay.
Okay.
Right, but then.
So you're having 2 defensive mids.
Yeah.
So he's one of the defensive mids. Who's the other one? Fred. So McTominay and Fred. Okay.
Yeah.
And then ahead of him, I take it you've got a central attacking midfielder.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's that going to be?
Rashford.
Okay. So Rashford. Okay. And then you've got the 2 wider attacking midfielders. Who are they going to be? James. Right.
Then Martial, if he can be asked to look interested in any sort of fucking physical activity that goes on in that bloody club.
Right, okay. And then who is your striker?
Greenwood.
Wow. You thrust it. I mean, I think Greenwood has the potential to be pretty good, but that is a fair thing to thrust him straight in the first team.
For Chelsea. Go for it.
I don't know about that. I'm not too sure about that. I think he's good, but he's like 17.
All right then.
I think it's a bit too young to be.
Maybe Rashford up front and Lingard in behind them.
You see, if you gave me those front players, or you gave me Tielemans, Vardy, and Maddison, and Ndidi.
Don't, because Man United should have got Tielemans.
I'd be taking those ones, and that's why I'd be worried.
Is it? Well, out of
the players you just mentioned, in my opinion, the strongest area is defence, and that's not even that strong.
I've heard a couple of people say the same thing, that they think our squad is actually quite average.
Well, it is. It's shit.
but you got to remember, Pogba will start if he stays, because he will.
Oh, we will.
I mean, obviously. I mean, I'd have him out of the club as well.
In terms of I've left. No, be right.
I think we're all in agreement that we would have him out of the club.
There's a balance when he's not in the bloody team. Look at what happened when he got sent off against PSG. Right, they lost fucking 2-0, whatever.
Yeah.
They lost the away game. He wasn't playing.
Yeah.
Right. Man United smashed it. Did well. It wasn't a penalty.
Well, we didn't smash it, did we? We kind of like we just held out.
It wasn't a penalty.
Well, the thing is, that's all.
But Paul Pogba, them games, the big game, they were his big chance to say, look, right, I've got Solskjaer's a new start, new whatever. Didn't happen. Then as soon as he just went back to that usual, I'll play when I want. Or I've got Arsenal away and I can't be arsed with that. But Fulham, I can bang that Fulham against them. I'll turn up against them. So I'll put a 9 out of 10 performance against Fulham.
Just not a word I disagree with.
4 out of 10 against Arsenal.
If he stays, the reality is he will start.
Yeah.
Because there's pressure from, I don't know who his sponsors are, Nike, I don't know. There's pressure from all these different people.
Just start smacking your head against the wall.
Celebrity magazines, and the fact that they've invested so much money on it.
No, you won't get rid of Paul Pogba.
I think he would start, but I think he'd start for a different reason. And the trouble is, the reason I think he would start is because I think the other reason is that even though his attitude is a joke, and it is a joke, his attitude is a disgrace. The trouble is, you can't doubt that he does have some talent.
That is true.
And the problem is, if we're in agreement that at the minute we're a bit average, we need We need, if there's a chance that he could raise the quality a bit, he's going to put it in. No, but I'm just telling you that's why he would get.
He can't be arsed. There's a reason Fergie got rid of him in the first place, because he's a lazy shithouse.
No, I agree. I agree. It's a risk, but I think they're going to take that risk because he does. If he does show up, and it's a big, and I know it's ridiculous to say if he does show up, but that's the reality we're facing.
McTominay was in training before pretty much everybody else this season, because he has to know that he has got to be the fittest midfielder in there, because if he's got like the likes of him, if you've got a midfield three of McTominay, Fred and Pogba,
oh yeah,
McTominay's going to do all your running,
yes, because
Fred sometimes loses it, fucking can't tackle and can't pass. Paul Pogba will run with the ball, get dispossessed and go, fuck it, let someone else can do me running, and then McTominay gets in. By the end of the game, he's fucking blown out of his little arse because old Frenchie and old Brazilian can't fucking play football because they're shit.
No, this is the thing. I can't hold my hands up and say Pogba is shit, because I don't think he is. No, I don't think he is. I think as in terms of his talent, he's not shit. The trouble is, his attitude is a joke.
Right.
So he does pick and choose when he wants to show up, and you can't do that as a professional footballer.
The Italian knobheads,
right?
How many great things, all the good goals, all the good things he did in the Italian knobheads, how many did you see? Splapped all over the internet.
Yeah, quite a lot.
It didn't show you all the shit ones, did it?
Well,
because the Italian team.
No, but you could say that for any player.
Right? Yeah. He is awful.
Look at highlights package of Josh Wright.
I bet he's
actually,
on YouTube you can make any player look amazing through the highlights thing, because you just pick out the best bits.
Sherwin Seedorf looks good on YouTube. He was awful.
he's terrible. He's lazy, doesn't work, he's got a bad work ethic, bad attitude.
Now I'd agree with you that if I had a choice I would get rid of him. But we would have to bring. We can't just get rid of him and not bring anyone. We would have to bring someone else in. We can't just leave that gaping.
Yeah, because it's like get rid of him. Oh, Mason, give it a go, lad.
Oh, no pressure, James Garner. Let's whack you in, or Gomez. I love Angel Gomez. I think he could be a great player. Chong, I love them, but they're 17 years old. You do not throw them into. You don't throw them into the starting lineup.
There's only in the history of my lifetime. There's only been one set of players that you've thrown in and have done all done well, pretty much like that. And that was your 92.
The class of 92.
No other team's done that with youngsters, and they've all just.
But the thing is, the balls to do it.
No, but Sargy, even
Solskjaer has been handed a set of kids who have come along at the right time, and he's like, right. They're there, I would say, at the right time to rebuild a team. You could rebuild a team around them young kids. Who gives a shit if they finish 13th or something in the first season? You've just finished 13th with a bunch of 17-year-olds or whatever in the best league in the world.
Yeah,
and then he just bigs them up for next year.
Probably that's 13th in the best league in the world compared to 24th in League One is from last season. That's good, but that's not the way it works. My eyes, you can't just do that.
Yeah, I think we're because the reason the reason we're saying last season was bad for Manchester United is because we're putting that against the expectation we have of Manchester United. Whereas if you compare Bradford's season to Manchester United's season, there's no contrast in which team had the worst season. We're just saying it's bad because we put a certain expectation on Manchester United.
Because there's an expectation, Solskjaer probably couldn't get away with playing all these 17, 18, 19-year-olds.
Yeah, probably not. But then,
unless by some magical Harry Potter moment they all just turn it on and win league.
Yeah,
but the thing is, even with the class of 92, when we brought them into the first team, they only came into the first team when they were 21, 22. Yeah. After they've been on loan, after they've spent years in the reserves, they didn't actually go. We didn't thrust them in as 17-year-olds because that would have been mental.
Right, the thing with and just the last point on Pogba.
Okay.
Right, his price tag will keep him Old Trafford. The 180 million, which is fat agents raging about, and also the amount of money they will make off Adidas shirt sales, Adidas sponsors, anything to do with Adidas he's with at Man United, they'll make shitloads of money off him. Dickhead is a very good money man.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, money he's great.
Spot on with. He can.
I don't think there's any doubt about
He could sell sand to the Arabs, that fucker, right? But trying to bloody sign people, he can't do it. He can't do it. He's crap.
Well, the trouble is he knows nothing about football.
Precisely.
But
everyone does. He thinks he does. That's the problem.
He's a bit like Eddie Wright. It's just
right. So then, right. So
which is.
He needs to.
Please don't say that.
He needs to then abdicate or go hold his hands up and go, right, I'm no good at this footballing signing shit. We'll get a footballing person who knows it, a director.
But we've been crying out for that for years and nothing's happened.
We need it. We should. It's not a case of
from his egotistical point of view, why would he do that? He's like, I'm the main man, I'm signing the players. Why is he going to get someone to take the limelight from him?
He can only do that if the board say, yeah, we're going to do this.
Did David Gilevers nick the limelight of it?
Yeah, but he was a different guy, wasn't he?
No, a different guy. The trouble is,
he didn't. He just said, Mr. Ferguson, you've got, say, 140 million to spend this summer. Spend it however you want. You don't have to spend it. If you don't spend it all, you don't spend it all. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Just spend it however you want to spend it. I will not stop you. If you want to go and buy fucking Josh Wright from Bradford, you can go and buy him. Well, if you want to go and buy fucking Kylian Mbappe, you go and buy him. I don't give a shit. The funds are there if you want to.
Sargy's a different person. You can't.
And that's what it should be like with dickheads.
No, but the thing is, I think I read, I heard Gary Neville talking about this as well, which was really interesting. He said that actually we were very lucky when we had Ferguson that we effectively had a manager who also was effectively a director of football as well.
Yeah.
Really, he was he was talented enough that as a manager he was also a director of football because he could see what the ethos was, what the youth setup was, what the reserve was, and he knew the types of players to bring in. So all David Gill had to worry about was just forking up the money because basically Ferguson said, right, get him. But now it's different. You don't. It's the club's too big, and Solskjaer's come in, and he's literally just solely focused on the first team. You got other coaches focusing on the reserves, and it's a different time.
Who would be ideal for it then?
Well, I personally, I don't know.
No, if you could get anyone to be a director of the old Man United football thing.
Well, I would. The trouble is, and some people are saying like Rio Ferdinand and stuff. The trouble is, I wouldn't get old players in just because they're old players of the club. I would have a look for who is the best director of who is one of the best directors of football out there, and I would go for them, irrespective of whether they know about the club.
What about
personally? Because then, because they've proven that they can adapt and handle it.
What about Edwin van der Sar? Because
yes,
look what he's done at Ajax.
Yes,
look,
yeah.
Ajax,
that would be pretty good because he also he can do a bit of both.
I don't think Cantona's. He's a busy man at the moment.
Cantona would be
he's too busy trying to send Cronenberg to the moon.
That would be a bit mental with Cantona. I mean, it would be a good laugh for the fans, but I don't know if it would actually work.
It might as well be. We were laughing stock at league last year. Really, Liverpool fans seem to remember where we finished.
Well, to be fair, you can't really blame them.
Yeah, no.
If the roles were reversed, you'd be absolutely loving it.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. If the roles were reversed, you're not going to sit there and say, "Oh, Liverpool didn't do very well, did they?"
I'd rather be the fifth loser than the first loser. That's what Liverpool were last year, the first loser.
Well, wasn't Huddersfield who were the 19th loser?
Have you seen their kit for next year?
Huddersfield Town.
Yeah, it's fucking brilliant. Like blue and white stripes down, Paddy Power going from the fucking top of the diagonally across the chest. What the fuck?
I don't think that's real. I know I've seen a few pictures of that, and I don't think that's real because the league doesn't allow for sponsors on the shirts to be that blatant, and it is literally all
really.
Yeah, but that's
massive. It's like
I don't think it's the actual one
like that.
With Paddy Power.
He's got like a seatbelt on or something with Paddy Power. It's ridiculous.
That is not too good.
Yeah, get rid of Lukaku and all.
Well, you seem to hate Lukaku. I mean, you really do hate him. Let's not beat about the bush. I know you hate him.
Yeah.
But why do you hate him?
Because he's terrible.
No, but I don't think he is.
For Belgium.
First touches. horrific.
I agree with you. His first touch is horrific.
An old Swedish man. Right,
Yes.
on a free.
Yes.
Who has scored more goals in his first season than Lukaku has in either season. But no, like, yeah, if you get, yeah. In Ibra's first season, Lukaku hasn't scored as many goals as Ibra did in his first year at United.
Well, if you gave me the choice between the two players, I'd pick Ibra. But in terms of what Lukaku's done, his goal scoring record is actually pretty good for us.
He's just fat.
So you just don't like him, do you?
You just don't like the guy.
I don't like him.
It's nothing to do with football at all.
There's a lot better players out there than him.
Well, I agree with you.
Which one would you get now?
But they're expensive and cost an awful lot of money.
What strike would you get in replacement of him now? If you had to pick any striker in the world that's within some kind of realistic.
Hold on, mate. You're talking about freaking the world of football as it is now.
Well, you name one that you think realistically you can get.
Where a centre back is worth 80 million.
That's the market we're in, Sargy.
So the market
if we're selling Lukaku, we need, who else are we going to get?
I mean, Mbappe would be not realistic, for example. So
no, there wouldn't.
Chance of you getting him is very slim. So you got to think of. Is he going to be tall? Is he going to be short? Is he going to be fast? Going to be able to?
I don't think we need someone. I don't think we need someone who's quite pacey to keep up with. Well, I mean, you're going to have like a fucking rocket on your back to keep up with James, aren't you? So you need someone who's quite quick, but quite tall, who can head a ball.
So like a normal football player.
Yeah, no.
Your average centre forward.
Yeah, but
might as well get anyone then.
Cardi's a centre forward. He's like a midget.
Have Owen Doyle if you want.
Everyone don't know.
Jeez.
Who would I get instead of Lukaku? Dybala.
He's not a striker though.
He's not a striker. You're wanting an out and out striker, aren't you?
Like replacement.
So why on FIFA is it cam, centre forward or striker?
Who's going to pass that back? Pass by that one. Which striker would you want?
Mbappe.
Well, we can't. We never in a million years.
You're signing Swansea City's best young talent, not the world's best young talent.
Right.
You can't do that. You can't.
But I've got two players to give. PSG.
What are you talking about?
Pogba and Lukaku.
Well, they don't want. Do they want them? They don't want them.
Why?
No, but they don't
perfectly
want
suited to that league.
I don't care. They don't.
No, they wouldn't. No, they would because Paul Pogba's lazy and the French league's crap, so he'll love it there.
Yeah, but they actively aren't pursuing him because let's face it, PSG are loaded. If they would, they would have gone.
You know what you could do with
Ben Yedder.
You know what type of player you could do with
Ben Yedder.
Divock Origi. Because when the chips are down, he somehow pulls through.
Yes.
I must admit, to be fair to Divock Origi, I did not rate him at all for large parts of last season. I thought, nah, he's not really cutting it. To be fair, my word, did he step up the last 2 months of that season? Because he effectively pretty much won them the Champions League.
But I agree, I wouldn't start Lukaku anyway.
Ben Yedder.
But
get him on it.
I think he'd be a useful player to have. Because you imagine you're 1-0 up away at Anfield in the 80th minute.
Well, that's going to take a fucking lot of imagining.
And Lukaku's not on the pitch, and it's just Rashford up there with Lingard, maybe Greenwood's there, all kind of small, fast, youngish, not that experienced players. You need someone to come up there and give it to someone.
Imagine Rashford against flipping Van Dijk.
No.
Launching balls up to Rashford.
That's where Lukaku would be important, or Ricky or someone else.
Yeah, obviously Lukaku would stand a much better chance against Van Dijk than
just to keep that ball in the corner for a few minutes, a few seconds, run the clock down.
He would do
because on your formation that you said,
why not get Akin Fenway then?
What you said about 15 minutes ago about your formation, I wouldn't start Lukaku either, but you need someone for those situations, and Lukaku is that player.
We don't need him for them. We can just get somebody else.
Okay, so you're one player away at Anfield in the 85th minute, and then you can't hold the ball up, and you keep giving it back to the defender, going back to Robertson and Alexander. I'll keep pumping it in the box, and then they win 2-1.
Then yeah, well they're going to win 2-1 anyway because United shy defensively.
Okay, so you can have that.
Because you know what's going to happen, don't you? You know, mate.
Can you imagine if he was on the bench?
No, you can see
what's going to happen.
You can see it coming, can't you? Man United's last pre-season friendly.
You can't be manager of the club.
He's bombing it down the wing. Then some fucking horrible shitter takes him out, does his leg in, he's out for the season. But then we've got to suffer another 8 months of fucking Ashley Young at right back.
This is complete. I don't know how we got from that to that.
What a segue!
Such a quick amount of time.
Oh my God, Jesus. To be fair though,
Mandzukic. What about him? He can do it.
Okay,
what about
that? Is a fair. That is
that Polish one?
I mean, he's still Bayern Munich, isn't he? Yeah. No, he's not. He's at Juventus.
Still there.
He would actually go. He'd actually go. Actually,
what about? Yeah, we can do a swap deal.
What, Pogba and...
No, Darmian.
No,
why? Well, when they clearly want Pogba,
they'd be more likely to take Pogba.
Yeah, no.
Why would you want him gone? Why would you not? Why would you give your opportunity to get rid of him?
Yeah, we'll get rid of him as well. We'll get the ball.
We'll say, hey, have Pogba, and if because we
would have to give you money.
No, we shouldn't be giving them Pogba and money to get Mandzukic. That's ridiculous.
No, Pogba.
They should be giving us Mandzukic and money for Pogba.
Pogba, Darmian, plus a bit of money, get Mandzukic and
I don't think that's ever happened in history of football. There's 2 players and money ever been.
No.
I don't think it's ever happened.
No, it's that's pure fantasy football. So that is.
That's like FIFA, isn't it?
Well, then you can only trade one person.
Well, even on FIFA you can't do it.
A bit of money.
Yeah, you could do money in a swap, money in a part of the deal. Yeah. But even then, those deals are rare because you've got to be banking on
that Polish striker.
What, Lewandowski?
No, not them. Other one.
Oh, Milik from Napoli.
Yeah. Or Lewandowski.
He's not going to get him, are you?
Or Thomas Muller.
But here's the thing, right? You got to think as well.
Timo Werner. He's quick. Yeah, he can fucking score goals.
Yeah, no, but here's the situation we've got, Sargy. If you're going to do any sort of player swap deal, you've got to be banking on the fact that the player actually wants to come to the club.
Yeah,
and that's the thing we've got here is if you're Thomas Muller, where they're smashing the German league every single year, they guarantee he's already a legend at that club. Probably he probably would even be a greater legend if he stayed there.
Right.
He's in the Champions League every single season. Why would he leave?
For the same reason why Alexis Sanchez didn't go to Man City and came to Man United.
What, so we're just throwing money at any.
Might as well.
I think Sanchez was
might as well. Football's gone down shit pan anyway. We've turned Man United have effectively turned into the team that we didn't want them to, into a Chelsea and into a Man City. Where they just fucking spend shit
Man United are. I think was it on like Sky Sports or BT when someone said to Paul Scholes or someone that they in danger of becoming the new Liverpool.
Yeah,
that's what's happening right
now. Where we have 30 years or so without
Liverpool. Well, maybe not.
No,
but right now, where Liverpool were in 2005. No, that's just it'll be 2010, 2011.
Yeah, it'll be that and mid-90s. And where they still had some quality, but they just weren't at that level. We're just not at that level.
That's you now.
And we have to hold our hands up. We're nowhere near Liverpool, and we're nowhere near Man City at the minute.
But that's kind of the way football goes, up and down.
It is.
But then you look on the other completely. Right, and the other teams in the league, Spurs. They fucking bottle it every year. I mean, they finished third in a 2-horse race when Leicester won the league.
They got to the Champions League final.
Because Barcelona let them fucking win in the group stages.
No, but they still got to the Champions League final.
Well, yeah.
So they are on. You've got to admit that Spurs are on a different level to us.
Yeah, right. Chelsea, they've got a transfer ban. They can't.
Right. Okay. Chelsea. Yeah, you could kind of say Chelsea.
I think Chelsea are going to be no this year. Arsenal, I don't think they're It's going to be. It's going to be a battle for third place
this season.
I think.
What do you think? What do you expect us to do? Because Solskjaer, he had a press conference today after we beat Leeds that he said that we should be trying to finish much higher than fourth. I mean, I don't.
We can't. We are not.
I'm not that.
No, we're
I'm
not
quite an optimistic fellow. But I am not that optimistic.
I see Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham all better than you.
Yeah.
No.
In my opinion.
No. 2. City.
Yes.
I think are going to. I don't want them to. I really don't want Man City to win the league for third in a row.
If Leicester City keep hold of Harry Maguire, for me, they're arguably better than you.
That's a big. I mean, that is. Do you know what? That's not actually that bad a shout. Actually, that is actually a pretty.
The team is certainly more together.
Right.
Leicester.
I think if you got the first team of us and Leicester, yes. I mean, maybe across the whole squad you're looking a bit, but at first 11s, Leicester will give us a run
for it.
Why
did United go for Tinnerman? 35 million, that's a bargain. He's brilliant, and he's young.
Because he wanted to go. Well, he must have quite liked it at Leicester. You got to admit, he actually said that he didn't want to wait around for us to possibly put an offer in when Leicester had already dead cert said we want you. So he went to Leicester. They showed that they wanted him. We didn't show anything. So
why not? When he smashed the bloody ball off the crossbar from 30 odd yards out when he was at Anderlecht, why not then? Like fucking hell.
Just off one shot.
No.
Might as well sign FIFA 2007.
Might as well sign Eric Edmund from like flipping Swedish league.
What a goal that was!
No. You know what?
The only goal of his life.
Right, no, you know what I'm on about. Right, he's whatever.
So where do you seriously though? Where do you think we're going to finish this season?
I think Man City, Liverpool. It's going to be them two again, battling it out. And I think it's going to be a battle for third between Spurs, Arsenal, and Man United. And I would hope Man United get it. If they don't, fourth. I can't see Chelsea. I cannot see Chelsea being. But saying that, they've been given a fucking transfer ban and they just signed somebody from.
I think you'll probably finish fifth. To be honest with you.
What?
I think you'll be in fifth.
I would
we'll be playing the Championship next year.
If we get top four, that's a massive achievement.
Your point about Chelsea is a good one.
They don't have a transfer thing, and
it's a massive gamble with
Frank Lampard.
They don't
giving him a 3-month contract.
They don't have a player that's dragged them through a couple of seasons.
No.
Well, they do. They sold him.
No, they don't have him anymore, and then they can't sign people.
He was single-handedly dragging them through games.
They've sold, how have they sold that? How have they bought that lad for 50 million?
I think he was originally on loan.
Yeah,
so they've done it as part of that.
I know that.
Cheeky way of getting around it.
They shouldn't be allowed. Pulisic should be. Where's Blatter at now when you can
and Kovacic, just two of them.
Yes, yeah.
So how's Pulisic signed? No,
they
I think they must have signed him and loaned back. I
don't think he's as good as everybody makes out. I think he's going to get a bit short up.
Pulisic, yeah.
I'm up for Owen, isn't it?
There are better players in that Dortmund team than he is.
Definitely. Sancho's arguably better. In fact, Sancho started ahead of him for most of that.
Sancho is better. Sancho is a better player.
So there you go.
I think Lampard's going to be gone in 3 months.
But the thing is,
it's a horrible job to have. Because and Conte won the FA Cup.
Why?
But the thing is, if we're saying that
Lampard's
a gamble, then you've got to say, we've got to hold our hands up and say that giving Solskjaer it permanently is also a gamble.
There was no one else though, was there? Really?
Depends if you've got internal or not. In the club's history or not.
Yeah, it's
if you go external.
From the club's history?
No, well, from the club's history, no. You're struggling.
We're turning into the team that we always hated, and it's dickheads.
It's about football, though, isn't it? You got to take the rough with the smooth.
You've got to say though, Sarge, that it's the way football is.
He's got tunnel vision. He's seeing what he expects of Man United, but without seeing the fact that fucking Man City have got way better players. Liverpool.
Man City have got a way better scouting system though also.
And to be fair, their academy is really good. Man City's academy is really good.
You make money from that academy as well, don't they?
Yeah.
And then when you look at Liverpool, they've got such, thanks to Jurgen Klopp, they've got such an ingrained. They've probably got the best team spirit. I would even say it's probably a greater team spirit than Man City's is.
Yeah.
I think probably. I think their team spirit
it's just a tidal wave, isn't it?
Beyond
force. It's like he's turning it into Dortmund in 2011, 2012, 2013, which was just like you hated going to that stadium as an away team.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think they'll win it. I don't think Liverpool win the league. And
well, because there's one team that is supremely good.
This is what annoys me. Man City are going to do it 3 in a row.
Well, no, the thing I mean, if I'm going to put a prediction out there, I think this season they are going to miss Vincent Kompany. They're going to miss him a lot. And
in the dressing room.
Yeah, and I think that will have a knock on. And I think if Liverpool if Liverpool get their heads. If Liverpool really, because let's face it, if you're Liverpool, you're going to be really pumped up for this season, going for the league, having come so close. Because it was the same with the Champions League. They lost the Champions League final, so they were really pumped up to get back and win it.
It was easy for them against Tottenham compared to the previous.
Yeah, the fucking penalty.
So if they got that pumped up for the Champions League that they went on and won it, you would think that coming so close to the Premier League will get them pumped up for the league this season.
Also, if you look at that team at the leaders, there's one in every area of the pitch.
Yeah.
2. And they're what we need.
And basically,
United don't have that.
Man City have lost their leader, Kompany, and Liverpool have still got Van Dijk. And I look at that as being quite a big thing, actually. I think that's quite significant.
Well, I'd also say what you said about leaders in Man United. The one reason I was worried for you guys, I don't see your leaders in that team.
Yeah.
Your team.
There isn't.
There's De Gea maybe, but he's the goalkeeper.
We've got a lot of
away from half. We've got half the time.
We've got a lot of prancing dancers.
I do agree.
There's no one there who I can see getting their teammates all the game by scuffing.
We've got the next generation of Strictly Come Dancing winners.
Yeah, you're right.
That was why I was.
Yeah. The only one I would say who kind of has something. Well, even then, I was about to say Mata, but then the choice Mata is such a nice guy. That he wouldn't bellow at people. He'd try and lead by example on the pitch, which is one way to be a captain. But he's not gonna. He can't organise a defence. That's not his. He can't do it.
That's why Barcelona failed against Roma and Liverpool, because Messi's just being the example. He's not been.
Yeah.
Basically, when Messi's on it, Barcelona win. If Messi has a bit of an off day, Barcelona
he can't be vocal and stuff.
Messi isn't a captain.
Do a Roy Keane,
he isn't a captain. He's Messi.
No, I don't thought that anyway.
Right, the perfect captain for Man United would have been Ander Herrera. He grabs games by the scruff of the neck, goes flying into stupid tackles, and he fucking loves them. He loves going in for a dirty tackle.
I do actually agree that Ander Herrera would have been a good captain.
And not just to say, look, right, the fans adore you, we want you to stay, right, whatever you right, and we'll give you captaincy as well. No good fucking Pogba going, well, I want to be captain, I'm going now, I don't want to. No, you're just a fucking dickhead, right? You shouldn't really be there. So no, you're not. But Ander Herrera, he should have been captain.
Now,
yeah, and United are going to miss him as well. He's another one who would come on in a game just to either settle it down, or if it needs pumping up a bit, he'll get straight in there.
I think your lack of leaders is partly you've just been signing big money players for years.
Yeah.
That have been right foot.
Yeah, and it shouldn't
Pogba,
be like. And this is what I like.
Going back. Because you've been panicking, because you've been dropping off.
Ibra would have been a good captain.
Company was signed.
Or he wasn't. Yeah.
They were looking at the next 10 years when they signed Company.
Yeah. This is now what.
And this is a result of you just signing these big name players.
Yeah, it hasn't worked. So this is why Solskjaer is buying Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah.
And Daniel James, he's trying to build a team for the future.
Yeah.
So in that, he needs to, like Sanchez, he should go. He does not deserve a place on the bloody in that team.
But who wants him, Sargy? This is the problem we have.
Who gives a shit? He should have been on one of the. He should have been a player released.
You're not. They're just not. They can't.
Right. It's like pretty much sign him again to release him.
Yeah. We'd have to. Do you know how much of his contract we'd have to buy him out of?
I reckon if you had a GoFundMe page, there'd be a shitload of Man United fans happily donating to get rid of him. There'll be loads of them. And
fundraising page.
Fundraising.
Buy out Sanchez's contract.
Yeah. And Paul Pogba's. I reckon there'll be people there willing to do it.
Oh god. Do you know what?
Right,
Why don't you set it up? Set it up.
Please do that.
Please set it up.
I would love that.
How much would I need?
Well, I don't know. You work it out.
How long have I got?
Well, probably until.
Can you just get him with
the transfer deadline day? The free agent. So end of September.
No, surely it's a contract of employment, isn't it? You can sack him whenever the fuck you want.
You need a bit of Bernard's watch on the case and just put into the offices, get his contract, rip it up, and then put him on a plane. Just put him on a stretcher.
No, for Bernard's watch, go around with break his legs, right? And he can never play.
Why?
He can't play then, can he?
No, but surely you'd want to get money out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that wouldn't be too wise. But on Wan-Bissaka, I have to say, I actually think that might be the best signing we've done since. Well, I was going to say since Ibrahimovic. I think it's Ibrahimovic, and then before that, probably Juan Mata. I think is the best signing we've done. Yeah. Because I think Wan-Bissaka is quality.
He's a good player.
He's really good. So I'm looking forward to seeing much more of him.
He'll get injured and then we'll be back with fucking Ashley Young.
That guy annoys me.
He annoys me.
I don't even know why. He just does.
It's because he's full. But then
why does he? I don't even understand those people. It just annoys me.
Just his face.
It might must be it. It must be it.
Yeah, and Phil Jones. I read somebody.
Phil Jones, a man of many faces.
Yeah, he's a man of many faces. But right, he hasn't improved at all since Man United bought him.
No, I agree.
Right, he hasn't improved. He hasn't got any better. He hasn't got any worse. He's just fucking Phil Jones, right? But if you put him in your team, you know he'll give you 100%. He might make a lot of shitty mistakes, but he will.
There's no doubt.
He plays for the shirt, and a lot of people there play for the wage packet.
Well, I think all footballers probably do.
No, I mean like when you've recruited £68 million pounds,
in terms of
scored
desire,
4 goals and done absolutely
shit.
I
agree.
I think it's time to actually, dickhead, you're wasting your money here. Deadwood Ed need to go.
Stephen Darby, baby! Stephen Darby, oh! Stephen Darby, baby! Stephen Darby, oh!
There, Andy.
Yeah.
Challenge completed. There you go, Stephen Darby, lad.
Who is he?
Rory can do it next.
Do you mean, who is he?
Rory can do it next.
Rory, yeah. Who is he? I don't know about this Stephen Darby thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
Or am I just being completely...
Yes.
I don't have a clue.
Well, I went to that match on Sunday, yeah.
Is it a Bradford thing?
Yeah, he was a captain for us for 3 years. He played for us for 5.
I don't have
the friendly I went to last Sunday, which was Liverpool Bradford, it wasn't just for like a bit of fun, bit of banter. I mean, it was good banter, but he was diagnosed with motor neuron disease in September.
I didn't know that.
So he retired in like pretty much straight after that, and he just married Steph Horton when he was diagnosed. But I think they'd known about it for a few weeks.
Oh, so it's his husband.
Yeah.
And he was our captain. He played.
What a lucky and unlucky fella at the same time.
He played against Villarreal in Champions League for Liverpool, and he played another 3 times for them. And he's also played for Bolton and Rochdale. And he was there on Sunday, and he did a speech on the pitch. And if you haven't seen that,
I have seen it. It's brilliant.
And he's with his mate Chris Rimmer, who also has it, but he was diagnosed a few years ago.
What What,
and he was in the forces.
so all the
and
money,
the money, yeah, I think maybe £30,000-40,000 of raised
was that all?
for his foundation with his mate Chris Rimmer.
Was that all
they've
the
set
ticket
up.
sales and everything? Went
I
to
think
that?
so. And people had buckets around the ground, and there was other things. I think next season on our away shirt, I'm not sure, they have a little Darby Rimmer Foundation badge on.
That's
Nicely
good.
done.
That's nice.
That is really good.
What, and shirt
That's
sales, and then that's.
But you'll see it. You'll have to go on the Liverpool Twitter page to find the speech.
I've seen it on Twitter. I've seen it because
It's also on BBC.
Steph
and it's a
Horton
good speech.
retweeted it, and it's
a good speech.
it's really
good speech. Everyone was loving it.
yeah.
So-
Really good.
Great.
Well,
And
when he's got this-
they must have raised a lot of money for that
So
foundation.
when this shirt's got the Stephen Darby Foundation thing on it,
Darby Rimmer Foundation, I think.
will money from them shirt sales of that?
I have no
go
idea, to be honest with you, but
That
the club and
should do it.
the foundation have a connection now, and that'll go on for years probably.
Yeah.
Why don't Liverpool jump on this and all
Well,
that?
they
have done.
Liverpool
They have.
because they took part in
Truly have
the
done. Both teams now.
testament.
And also Bolton Wanderers are involved as well in it when they don't have any money. But
Well,
still.
Bolton, I don't know, not being any disrespectful to it's good. Bolton is a bad idea.
Why?
The skin. They can't even afford to play their own fucking
No,
players.
but their players, their coaching staff have
Skin.
No, they've gone all into this thing. They're doing sponsored walks for them.
They're doing what they can, even if they've got no money.
I mean, Phil Parkinson, who's their manager, he managed Derby for when did he leave? Was 2016? 3 years, 4 years.
So he was there when they were knocking fuck out of Chelsea.
Yeah, Derby was our captain that day. Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, Derby lad.
So it wasn't just a friendly on Sunday. It was more than a friendly. Really, it wasn't really a football match at the end of the day. It was the reasons for it was football was like the last thing.
Yeah.
Who played them for Liverpool? I know Milner scored twice.
Milner, Oxlade, Chamberlain, Lallana.
Pretty.
Origi played second half. Actually, he did rubbish. He did nothing at all.
What about Salah? That would have been a bad omen, that wouldn't it? If Salah
didn't play. Salah, Mane, Firmino, Van Dijk. These guys didn't play. Gomez played. Lovren played. Mignolet was in goal.
Still a decent.
Yeah, not bad.
First off, it was just like watching a training match. It was like, oh my god, like just give us the ball for once, please. But the second half we did pretty well actually. Yeah, we did pretty well. Donaldson with a penalty,
it would have been even
Doyle took it.
If Salah had come on the pitch, Bradford probably would have won because the last time Bradford beat Chelsea.
Oh right, yeah, because Salah was playing because he assisted Ramirez for Chelsea's second goal.
And the old hazardous bastard, Nobed now.
He struggled that day against us, because he kept trying to do everything on his own. I remember he kept coming back and trying to dribble around. Who was our defenders that day? McArdle and Meredith and Darby, and he just couldn't get past them, and they were just blocking him off. Do you remember on Thursday nights when we used to do our defensive, like, it must have annoyed as a team, mustn't it? And just stand in front of the player and stop them, and just keep showing. We did that to Hazard all game against Chelsea, and he didn't get a sniff. And Darby was part of that kind of
team. The old Thursday night. Yes.
Couple of things, quick predictions. Premier League next season.
City.
Who do you think's going to win it?
I think City are going to do it for 3 in a row.
Okay.
I think it's going to be Liverpool.
I'll say.
Okay, I'll say. Who's going to be the team that is the biggest surprise of the season?
Man United.
You mean like Watford last season?
Yeah, a team that overachieves.
Who came up? Sheffield United,
Norwich and Aston Villa.
Aston Villa will stay up, the other two will go down, I think. Burnley, I think they'll go down. I think they need to get I
think Aston Villa will do pretty well. I'm not saying they'll be like 7th or anything, but they'll do pretty decent. And
I think Man United. If Man United get in the top 4, I think they've overachieved. Maybe. I don't know.
I agree that would be a great achievement actually. It was in the top 4, but I think
Wolves, maybe.
I
For
would.
Wolves, it'll be second season syndrome. They might not go down, but they will be like they won't be as high.
I think Leicester have a good chance of doing well.
Gate crashing top 6.
Everton, we've got Everton.
Everton, I think.
The thing with Everton is it's one of those, isn't it? It's like
I still look at Everton and think they're one good striker away from a really good team.
That rumour that Diego Costa was heading there at one point.
Well, that would transform it if he went there. But I can't.
As
an Everton supporter, though, if I was one, the next few years,
it's crucial. Really,
my enthusiasm's pretty low. If I was an Everton supporter, because of the ground change, I'd be thinking.
I agree that ground change is a massive mistake. I think it's a big mistake.
Yeah.
I think they should have done what Liverpool have done, because Liverpool were wise and they realised that they shouldn't move away from Anfield, which is probably one of the best decisions they've made in recent years. And I think Everton should do the same, but they've obviously decided to go a different route, and
it's going to be it's going to be worse for them, I think. And I wouldn't have much excitement.
Bournemouth might have that one, or they just turn into just a Stoke.
I don't know. More entertaining than Stoke, though, that's for sure.
So who do you think's going down?
Burnley.
Okay, Burnley.
Sheffield United.
Right.
Norwich.
Okay. I fear for Newcastle massively.
Oh yeah.
I think Newcastle are in trouble. Yes. I really think they're in trouble. I think they ballsed up getting rid.
And also
leaving.
Brighton too.
Brighton. I'd say.
Crap. I forgot about them.
Brighton and
Newcastle. Yeah.
Newcastle for me are the two that will go.
It was looking like he was going to sell Newcastle at one point.
And the other one I'm looking at
a couple of months ago, it looked like it was a done deal. He was selling it, but then
he's done that a few times, though, hasn't he?
Why?
It's probably part of a bigger strategy of him. So he probably really wants to keep the club, to be honest with you.
Newcastle have got a massive fan base.
Oh yeah.
They're in the middle.
Absolutely.
They're in the middle of the city. Massive fan base. I mean, Benitez, he's proven he's a good manager. He's Benitez, he's brilliant. But now they've lost Benitez, they've just lost one of their strikers, and it's going to be like a domino effect now. You've lost two pretty key people there, and then that's it.
I think they're in trouble.
If I'm a Newcastle fan,
I'd be worried.
I'm probably feeling a little bit like as a Bradford fan this time last year.
It is, yeah.
It's just like, what do you have to look forward to? Come on.
They'll scab it.
It is looking, yeah.
They'll scab it and get out of it on last day of season.
I don't know if.
If he doesn't sell the club, that's kind of almost just prolonging the inevitable.
I think.
Or is he trying
if
to
they
go down?
don't get some serious investment in that team, they're going down.
Oh, he won't do it though, will he?
Maybe Newcastle have. I mean, no Newcastle fan would want this. Maybe they need to do a Leicester or Southampton and go down and down again and just start off again. Why, please?
Get the owner, because the owner would sell at that point.
Yeah. Is he trying to go down another level?
He's not trying to go down, but if you think about it, maybe that's what is best for the club.
Surely he should do it the opposite way around. He shouldn't go down to get a better deal. He should go up the table to get a better deal. Because if you go higher up, the more value your club would be.
I don't think he cares that much. I think if he has a club, he's happy.
If you're looking to sell, if you had Newcastle and you're looking to sell it, would you rather
I'm not sure
go down?
He can sell it though, that's the thing.
No, if you were Newcastle, if you were him, would you go down trying to sell it on the?
Well, you'd never go down on purpose.
No, I'm not saying that on purpose, but for better. Or would you? I would try and invest a bit of money, try to get it up, and then sell it for.
That's a difficult question because if I've invested in a football club, I'm all in on it, so I'm not going to be like half-hearted about it, unless it's a big mistake. Which I think, if you ask him personally, he probably thinks, yeah, it's probably a mistake buying this football club. To be honest with you,
didn't he do something like this with Rangers?
I'm not sure. He might have done something to do with Rangers.
I don't know. I don't think so.
But I don't think he cares that much.
Oh no!
Otherwise, he would have busted gut to sell it by now, and he would have been sold. So as a Newcastle fan, I'd be like, Just like so, like what do I have to look forward
Yeah,
to?
I would be. I'd be worried.
First manager
I'd be
to be
really
sacked
worried.
then. I'm thinking Lampard or now Bruce, followed by Solskjaer.
God, it'd be so bad if we sacked Solskjaer.
No, it's a results thing.
Oh,
Potter,
God.
Potter at Brighton might not last that long.
Sean Dyche.
No.
No, never in a million. He'd be actually one of the last people I think that'd be sacked. I don't care how bad Burnley are doing. They wouldn't sack him.
I'm looking forward to seeing how Southampton do.
Yes, because they were pretty good at the end of last season.
Who did they have?
Hassan Hutel.
He plays a really pretty good style of football. He does.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's kind of. It's not like Klopp-esque, or is it?
It's kind of. It's like. Well, I think. Well, people say he's the Austrian Klopp.
Yeah.
I think it's from Austria.
But it seems to generate a real feel-good factor amongst the team, which is great for a team that's kind of struggling down there. You need that.
Watford will be due a manager change soon as well.
Because they always do.
They always do, don't they?
If Watford are 16th and it's in December, yeah.
Lampard will still go before him. Hold on. He's given a 3-year deal, wasn't he?
Yes. So was Solskjaer.
Yeah, no, that's that 3-year deal. August. He's going to run out in November. Really, innit?
Right.
Lampard's.
Right, okay.
I think it'll last a bit longer than normal.
He's another one.
Saying that though, Sarri lasted all season.
He did.
And before before the Europa League final,
he didn't have that. I mean, people were slating Sarri, but he actually. When you think about it, wasn't that bad.
Also won the Europa League, so I wouldn't sack him.
Yeah, won the Europa League.
But I think the fact that Lampard's a legend there will count in his favour a little bit.
It doesn't matter.
Give him a few, maybe a month
It is. Well, I'll go then 4 months. They will turn on him. Will Chelsea?
I really don't like the club at all.
You know.
Yeah, I think it's a bad club.
No one likes him.
I mean,
it's a bad club.
I don't know why.
The chants are shit.
I don't know what. I mean, in pretty much every
bollocks! Now Frank Lampard's gone there. He's given him another shit chance. Super Frankie Lampard. Now we'd have to.
In every other club in the English Premier League, I can say a positive thing about at least one, and also in the second league, including Leeds. But I can't about Chelsea. I just can't about Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea's a tough team to like. I mean, it's for a neutral. Chelsea is a tough team to like, and it's hard to put a finger on why it's a tough team to like as well.
I can even say something positive about Millwall.
Is it because right? Is it because
they're really good in the community?
Or what about Ipswich?
They're really good in the community, Millwall.
Okay.
They're really good in the community.
Right.
They really try.
This whole hatred of Chelsea.
And Ipswich, you can say Bobby Robson or something.
Ipswich is different, though. Ipswich is different, yes. Yeah. But Ipswich is not like a team that's like not very nice. It's boring.
Right. This
Middlesbrough.
This Chelsea thing.
Colchester.
Boring teams.
Morecambe.
Well,
Morecambe's like by the seaside and it has there's a bit of tourism.
Yeah, it's a shithole.
And
there's nothing to see in Morecambe.
They're constantly dicing with danger of relegation, so there's always a bit of excitement.
They're like Brazilian billionaires bouncing around trying to pump money into the team.
Cockle pick. No, Chelsea. Right. I think the reason we don't like Chelsea is because they were the first team really to spend massive amounts of money, and to come from like a fucking team that was pretty shit in like the late 90s when the old Russian bastard took over, invested a lot of money in it, and then they started.
I don't think that's why I don't like them. No.
What, so you're saying you still didn't like them when? No,
because I was younger then. I mean,
a lot of Chelsea fans now will have to probably Google Torre Andre Flo.
I think also the fact that the big horrible manager was there
taints it
a lot.
The Mourinho man, that's where he kind of made it.
Yeah. And they don't stick with a manager that long neither. I think their last longest serving manager was probably Claudio Ranieri.
Yes.
And he's the one who the Russian twat said you'll never win a Premier League.
And they've had some pretty decent guys as managers, like Hiddink.
Yeah. Gullet.
Avram Grant was there.
Di Matteo won the Champions League and still got sacked.
Yeah.
They've had some
Benitez,
good players, good managers, and they've got rid of him. Benitez,
won in the Europa League.
and then Benitez got sacked.
Also, Abramovich has something to do with it. He's just
Abramovich. I mean, Abramovich is the guy who's had these good chaps and sacked them anyway.
He's not even allowed in the bloody country.
There's some corruption going on there.
It's a weird club.
He's a Russian spy.
I mean, I've got to think of a nice thing to say about the team, and I feel bad for Chelsea supporters who might hear this. But
sorry, Caulfield.
I can't think of anything good to say about them.
No, I'm not.
What is it that's good about them? What can you say that's good about them? Lampard's a pretty good sports person, you know, he's quite, but he's not part of Chelsea kind of the fans.
They're not really team, but even their own.
But that's clutching at straws. That's one player who was there for like
John Terry.
15 years.
John Terry.
Yeah, well, John Terry was a big part of actually me not liking.
John Terry. People's lives.
Man as well.
John Terry and Ashley Cole probably as a combination. They were pretty. They were not the best people.
They have like a history of like shooting work experience boys and
just mental, stupid. And the fans, you know, when they were in Paris and they were racist towards the chap on the train. I mean,
Chelsea headhunters and stuff. It's just like
that's
sort of thing.
Novice
Today, and it's like
behaviour.
And because that's still a lot of older people who were still involved in the 80s. That's like 50-year-old guys still thinking they've really got it. Oh, give it big and like fuck off.
When in fact,
crazy.
Just get over it.
Yeah. Rubbish.
And your atmosphere is rubbish. You know, there's nothing likeable about the atmosphere you make. Mm-hmm. The ground's not even that nice to look at. I mean, I've been there and it's decent, but it's not even that good. It sounds really harsh. Like a probably Chelsea fan listening to this thinking they're absolutely slating my club. Why?
Good.
But I just. It's not even like with one certain team, I can muster the effort to really slate them because I hate them so much. I can't even muster the effort to slate them because what's the point, man? It's just a
waste of breath,
a waste of
effort,
bricks,
energy,
you know,
Oh, class! This is class.
Right, when Women's World Cup was on, and the Men's World Cup when that was it, the Euros when that was in France, right? When the men were there. They were fucking scrapping everywhere. They had the Russian bastards chucking chairs and tables at everybody. When Women's World Cup, none of that. No fighting.
It's completely different demographic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally. I got the
probably
sense
a lot of tissues were used and chucked down.
So bad.
Jesus Christ. Oh man.
No, it's a completely different demographic though, isn't it?
A lot more family orientated. A lot more families went to watch the Women's World Cup.
It's cheaper
in some way, it was a bit more inclusive. You could say it's more inclusive.
Yeah.
For families.
Yeah.
There's a thing. Man United's women's it's their second season being a proper football team.
Yes.
Their season tickets like 39 quid.
Yeah. For the whole
For a season, why would you want to pay? No offence, Chris, but like nearly 800 quid to go and watch a fucking Man United men's teams can't even beat fucking Cardiff when you got the women's team a couple of miles down the road who banged in 112 goals
when you say it like that, it seems crazy that
you pay nearly.
When you say it financially like that, yeah, it does seem mental.
39 quid to watch. Let's have it.
Just
a pretty much semi-on all game, really, innit? Or getting bored shitless, getting infuriated, and then you get in the car and you've got the women the amount of times you get irate watching the men's team because you fucking you want to be better. But the women's one it's got you're not really asked if they win or lose. You're like, well, it's women in it, the shit.
That's so bad. What are you talking about?
Say that.
They're not even that bad.
Stop digging your hole, mate.
Oh, you are digging a massive hole. The women's football, Jesus Christ.
The reason why it's not as popular is
39 quid a
because
season.
there's a history in men's football, and it goes back like 150 years, wasn't it, or something?
Yeah.
But women's football was popular.
Maybe
when the Second World
in
War was on.
150 years, the women's football will be, because it's had that history.
Yeah.
It's like
I think it helps that it's the opening game for Man United is at Man City, and it's at the Etihad, and then there's I think
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then you got the Spurs
Chelsea.
Spurs Chelsea, I think, is at the
Stamford.
Tottenham Hotspur.
No, I think it's Stamford. There's one
Is
place
it
at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah.
And then
No,
they get
it's
into
good.
these and I think that helps. It's like women.
Yeah.
If then that United dickhead could actually cotton onto it here and say, right, we'll have the women's team in, like when the men are away or something, so you have them playing alternative weeks at the thing.
I think they're looking at that.
And it'll be better.
I do think they're exploring that. I do think they are looking at that.
And better. But for 39 quid, I mean,
I think there's not the history yet.
Yeah.
Behind
It needs time.
Watching women's football for there to be massive crowds.
I think the World Cup did a lot of good.
In time,
I think the World
in
Cup
time
did a
that might
massive
happen.
amount.
But it needs to go
Euros
through.
is on in England.
The Euros in England will do a massive amount as well.
Tony Duggan has just left Barcelona as well.
Yeah.
Right, she's obviously realised how shit your club's now got. So I get her.
It's not Pickles and Club. Pickles.
I spent half an hour talking about my club at the start of this program.
Yeah.
Your second club.
It's not even my second club.
Right, your foreign club.
No, I mean he's not. He's
I don't
really
have
selling the
club, I mean, if you had to
Bradford, sorry, that's your option.
if you had to be pushed, I'd say Girona, but I'm not. You know.
Yeah, so she's on a free now. Get her whacked up at Old Trafford ladies team.
Right. Okay.
Just thinking she might be listening, old Mrs.
Duggan.
No, not Duggan and the other one.
What?
The lady manager.
You mean Casey Stoney? Is she the manager?
Casey Stoney.
Yeah, she might be listening.
Right, okay.
I don't even support the team.
Memory blank. Yeah, sign her up.
Right.
No, but she's the manager, right? So she's not going to play.
No, Tony Duggan.
So you
Get her on
want
a free.
Casey Stoney to sign Tony Duggan on?
Right. Okay.
Yeah, get Tony Duggan on a free. Why not?
Well, yeah. Well,
He'll add to the rest of the Scousers we've got.
right. Yeah. No. Yeah. It very well.
If you realise with the women's England team, a lot were from the north.
Yes.
A lot.
Yeah, there were.
Geordies or Scousers or Manchester.
Yeah.
A lot. I think it was Yorkshires or something.
Yeah.
A lot was from
And then you like looking down the teams that they play for. They're not usually big teams. Like Man United usually do men's teams send quite a few of their players to the World Cup. Man United had 2 in the women.
Your team is also only 1 year old.
Yes, we're 1 year old and we're in the Championship.
They had 2 for England, 1 for Holland and 1 for Scotland.
Yes.
The women's. Might as well just go sign. I reckon you'll get bums on seats if you got Alex Morgan at Man United as well.
You won't catch me there.
I wonder why you're suggesting that.
You won't catch me there watching that. Just watching Neymar all match. Just the US version.
I could be the director of football for the women's team.
And what's
I would love to see that.
What's your criteria for signing players? Be honest.
Easy on the eyes.
Right. Oh, good grief. Right, and on that note...
Well, you don't want a bloody... You don't want some fat fucking heifer,
So
bro.
And on that note...
Like that ginger one.
We can't include that.
And on that note... You've said your piece. You've said your piece.
Yes.
And on that note, of course, well, following on from what Sargy said, we'll leave the last word with Richard Keys, and we will see you all later.
You go around there any night and found red napping out the back of it.